sin luz y yo se lo hago otra vez.
Good morning, beautiful ladies, and welcome to our last September hangout. Can you believe it? It's gonna be October. How's that possible? End of the year just goes like poof, poof. I was just trying to see, is our next boot camp next Saturday? It is on Saturday? Okay. Am I teaching?
You know what? I don't know because I haven't seen the graphic or anything, and I don't know who's up for teaching, but it's the first Saturday of the month. It's the 1st of October.
Yeah,
So
I feel like
hopefully Steele will shoot us a graphic soon.
yeah, I feel like it's me, but
well, I hope so, because that would be great.
Is it me? I don't know. Boot camp leaders. I'm trying to find the one because I know there was like some talk of us going to Derby Reach for the last October, tomorrow, November 10th. I was right. So I'm teaching on Saturday.
All right. And do we think it's Pitt Meadows or we don't know?
Well, I'm not going further than that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I was just thinking that Derby Reach thing, but that may be last minute now for a new location, right?
You guys never went there, right? No, there's just talk of it.
That was my flub because I went there and it's super cool. It's a beautiful spot, but there's a lot of different spots that it could be held at.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, and Steele was asking me for the exact location because we don't want to have 10 people show up and 2 over here, 2 over there. Yeah, exactly. So I just thought keep it simple and go to Pitt Meadows. I think that's the best place anyway.
Yeah, I would prefer to go there. Because didn't you go, like, once the weather got cold, grosser, weren't you at, like, the tennis courts right there, too?
We went to the tennis course once when Tiff was teaching, and that was good, except for it was hard on the hands, right? Because we got down on the, so yeah, it was not great for that, but it was good for other things. Like it's, there's always good and bad, right? I think Osprey's always been great. It's just that it's a little wet. Sometimes when it starts to get to this time of the year.
Yeah. Okay. So Saturday.
Yeah.
9 a.m. We're doing it 8 a.m.
Might be raining. Put your jackets on.
Is it supposed to be raining?
I might be. Today, tomorrow, Monday, 28 degrees. Today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. Yeah, super hot. I'm going to the lake here in about an hour.
Wow.
So crazy. And then after that, it's kind of like diving, but
yeah.
See.
So Saturday. Little Zumba sesh. And then wanted to just quickly, like this week, I'm going to follow up with all of my current bod subscribers and let them know that if they want to upgrade to the yearly body, they can do that this week. So that's something that I'm going to do from my coach office. So I highly recommend sending messages from there. I know not everyone gets them, but it's better than not, right? So I'll do that this week. Max and I have the self-confidence school kicking off tomorrow. So hopefully that one takes off a bit and people enjoy it. And you're more than welcome to add your people and participate in that. I did notice like way more comments in the bod group. So thank you to those of you who were commenting and supporting people. That's awesome. Yeah, and that's kind of all the news I have. I haven't even watched the wake up call in 2 weeks, so I got some catching up to do here. How's everybody else doing? Margaret?
MJ, were you going to say something?
No, I'm just waiting for you to talk.
All I was maybe going to say, I was chatting with MJ yesterday and I'm just trying to wrap my head around because I like it to keep it as simple as possible when it comes to you can upgrade, you can get this, what's that? I don't know. It's a bunch of people live. I don't know. What do you want? Do you want this? Do you want that? Instead of all that, I like to keep it as simple and enclosed as possible. So I was just saying to MJ, maybe moving forward for me, here in Canada, because some of you in the States, but the $280 total solution pack with bod and body minus $24, right? Because we have the coupon. So I'm going to start saying that what they're looking to get is going to be $256 with my it's 280, but they get $24 off, so it's 256. Because even if you divide 256 out by 12, it's still cheap. So because if you try to say, well, you can get this, or you can get this as well, and they don't even know what the heck you're talking about. So I think, and a lot of times, sometimes I think our pricing is too low for what they get, because it comes with an actual person, cheering them on every day, encouraging them to stay on track. Peloton doesn't come with that. Personal trainers, you can only personal train once or twice a week. We're like a personal trainer in their ear every day of the week. So I think for $256 for a full year, it's still an amazing deal. So that's the way I'm going to, moving forward with brand new people. I think I'm just going to say, oh, well, you know what? It's regular $280, but I've got a $24 coupon. You can pick whichever total solution pack you want, blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah,
just
we don't have
you
to
guys
go backwards and and explain that, well, we used to have this, but now we have that. Like, we can just move forward and not have to be like, oh, well, in the past, it doesn't matter anymore, right? You just gotta go forward. Yeah. In the past, we used to have to buy DVDs every single damn time, right? So whatever. So things always change, but yeah, it doesn't mean you have to explain everything that it was once, and you could just get this. Now you can get both. This is it. This is the package, then you get it all, right?
Yeah. And then we can also, but Tamara, maybe just correct me if I'm wrong. Am I right with what I'm saying? Does that sound right? Because
you're totally right.
Okay. So, and then once they have everything, you can get them set up on a program, start with 21-day fix or whatever. And then 3 weeks after they've done 21-day fix, you can say, hey, why don't we hop on together onto one of the live workouts? So just go to see on your iPad there, go to body, and then pick one of those, and don't even really tell them that it's anything different. And then they'll experience what that's like. And then you can say, so just so you know, you have access to all these live workouts, plus you have access to the program. So you can pick whichever one you want to do. And if you're in between programs, you could do body every day. And then actually I was saying to, maybe it was Ashley. So then now you got them set up with a $256 package. And then Christmas is coming. You start promoting your bike like crazy. And then if they've already got body and bod and all that stuff, can they just get the bike and there's no added? Then they've got the big screen and they got body and so you're doing a little bit backwards. I mean, it depends on your audience. If your audience likes to spin, mention the spinning, but maybe you get them going with bod and body first and then the bike after, something like that. I don't know. Christmas gift present. Just a thought.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I mean, it's so worth it. It's like, wasn't it Debbie last week telling us how much Peloton was per month?
Yeah, that's dumb, Debbie. That's just dumb, that Peloton. We have to
Tell us how you really feel, Margot.
Peloton. But Peloton, good grief.
Peloton
raising their prices.
I would love to call Peloton out and be like, hey, you guys screwed me over. Can I have my money back?
Yeah, good grief. Holy cow.
You're not alone either. Lots of people.
Yeah, there are.
I think sometimes once people get on a monthly thing, they don't look. I certainly know some people that do look, because they call me right away. What the hell am I paying $20 a month for? Anyway, but for people that, just don't really pay much attention to their credit card, the price can go up and they'll just keep paying it. Anyway.
It's pretty.
Hello, beautiful Andressa.
Good morning.
Beautiful lady.
So I missed last week's call. So Peloton raised prices after you started. Is that what it was?
Yeah, they raised prices just in general because they thought it was time for a price raise. But the bike also cost me, because I got the bike plus. So the bike cost me almost $4,000 Canadian compared to what you guys are getting with the mixed bike. And I waited almost 8 months for it to arrive. But I got it in the middle of the pandemic. So, okay, I'll give them a little bit of slack for that. But still, I now compare the price to the, the mixed bike, and then I look at the price you guys are paying and I'm like, man, I got ripped off. Still getting ripped off.
But didn't you can cancel your Peloton monthly, and then you can get body,
Yeah.
which will still be cheaper in the long run.
Yeah, so I need to upgrade my subscription, and I would like to, and I don't know if it'd be a huge faux pas to be like, hey, even though I have the Peloton bike, I'm doing the rides from Beachbody because they're
I don't think you need to worry
better
about
and
that.
cheaper,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Yeah.
can I do that, or would that get me in hot water? Like, I don't know.
Or you could, can she, I mean, I've seen people selling their Pelotons. I don't know how much you get for it, but you
Just
might
about
get,
nothing.
oh, really?
Yeah, I pretty much, like, I think at this point I need to make the money in order to be like, because I've seen on Marketplace people are selling their Peloton and people like $1,000. So I'd be losing like $3,000. I need to make that first, and then I'd be like, go.
Yeah.
I wonder, you could maybe talk about it without saying the name. I mean, people are going to figure it out, right? Like, I bought a spin bike before my company came, or whatever, and I'm disappointed because or something. Like, you maybe don't have to throw Peloton out there.
The name
People
out,
are going to know what you're talking about without actually saying it, right?
Right.
Just so that you don't end up getting in some kind of trouble with Peloton or whatever, saying they ripped me off. Those
Yeah,
jerks.
exactly, right?
But like in your stories and stuff like that, you can maybe say, I really love spinning. Beachbody has so many, great spin, even though I bought a different bike or I don't even know, but just an idea, right? That if you could, because I'm sure there's other people like you out there going, well, I have this bike, but it's costing me so much money a month. There is an alternative, right? You do have choices now with that. So I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Another thing, sorry, that Debbie, Tamara, MJ, anyone living local, I went to an event last night called Ignite a Dream. I think it's called, like, Ignite a Dream. It was for Surrey Firefighters Charitable. Oh, well, it's so funny because Kim, I didn't know what to wear, and Kim messages me and says, I said, what should I wear to this thing? I didn't really look at the invitation. She just invited me because they had an extra ticket. And she said, oh, I'm wearing a dress. But she didn't say she's wearing like a cocktail dress with sparkles on it. She said, I'm wearing a dress. So I said, oh, okay, should I wear the dress that I wore to your wedding, actually? And she said, that'd be good. And I show up, and it's not that I mean, it fit in, it was fine. But I show up as I'm driving past the entrance, and I see her in the sunshine. The sun is shining on her black, sparkly dress. And I'm like, I'm a little dressed down here. I didn't know it was a cocktail reception. I should have looked at the invitation. But anyway, regardless, I looked like I worked for Scotia. Well, I looked like I worked for Scotiabank, because when I walked in there, all of Scotiabank was in red. I should have just put a logo on my dress. But anyway, so when I was there, the top contributor is Jen Grelish Temple. Jen is a friend of mine. She's been a friend of mine for a while. She's lost a ton of weight cycling, like outdoor cycling. And she's always so charitable and kind and wonderful and supportive and all that. So we sort of help each other out with different things. And she is raising money for Options BC, and I'd have to find out what Options BC has all encompassing. But anyway, I wanted to always do something to do with these bikes, or something to do with something where we raise money for something. And because you can get more eyeballs on you too. And it's a win-win, because we're doing promoting our bike, promoting our fitness, but also raising money. And I'm doing a program at my work right now that's a month long, and maybe this could be like a month long spin-a-thon. So Jen Grelish Temple, Jen Temple, owns the mall up the street across from the Dublin. Her family had owned all the property there where the Hillcrest Drive-In used to be. Now they own where the Save On is and everything. They're doing very well. She was they donated $30,000 to last night's event. Anyways, I said to her, maybe we could do some sort of a spin-a-thon. And she said, yeah. She said, you can bring it up in front of the Save On. We can do it in front of the store, and we could launch it there or something. I could bring my bike, plug it in, turn it on, have the music blaring, and maybe all of us who are local or anybody else can come and ride for 10 minutes or something on the bike. And I still don't exactly know how we raise money doing this, but it sure would be a cool visual. Tamara, do you think that bike is, if we're very, very careful, and I have guys lifting it and putting it in the back of a truck and covering it with a big moving tarp
you'd
and
have
everything?
to like take your screen off. Do not transport it with the screen on. So when I moved, I took my screen off
Okay.
and then kept the screen with me. And then I let them move the bike because it's the screen that's really gonna,
Okay.
that's the part that's gonna
If
get
that
messed
falls,
up.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
'Cause they
definitely transportable, but it's heavy as, like, it's not light.
Right. Right.
So-
Well, I would get guys, TJ and Harv and some other guy maybe to, anyways, because I got a truck that I could put it into the back of and maybe carry the screen inside the vehicle or something like that. Because Save On, I could just plug it in there, because you can just plug it in, hook up to their Wi-Fi, and then I can get onto my body, right? My
Mhm.
Beach Body on Demand. Yeah. And then play the music super loud, and as many people, as many coaches as want to come to this event to say, I'm a coach too, I sell these bikes, and chat with the people that are around, that kind of thing. They also said not only bikes, but she said, could you bring other stuff? Like, could you sort of almost set it up like a little living room with a, Pilates ball and bands? And I said, yes, I can do that. I got all that stuff.
And when is this?
I don't know.
Oh,
You might, it might
We're
have
in
to
the-
be springtime or something now, just depending on.
No, MJ, don't be talking like that. That's not good.
Okay, next week.
Yeah, because the weather's starting to turn. Now's the time to promote that freaking bike, and Christmas is coming. Now's the time to promote that bike. So she did say, well, what about the weather? And I said, like, Save On has for one, they have an entrance that is, you go through a set of doors, and then you go through another set of doors. So for one, you could do it in there, or there's people all the time that have big tents, and she's got big tent and stuff. So, I mean, we could have the Surrey firefighters there too. Maybe they could set up their Surrey firefighters tent. They do a lot of stuff in the city, in Cloverdale. Anyways, I said to her again last night, I said, Jen, we got to do this. We got to do this spin-a-thon. How we raise money, I don't know, but I know she's trying to raise $12,500 more for Options BC. So whether we launch a spin-a-thon at that Save On October 25th or 26th, and then it's a month-long campaign where people who have bikes, and I don't care whether they're Pelotons or whatever, but they're maybe getting pledges from their friends and family. And if they ride 30 kilometers over the course of a month or whatever it is, the person will give them $100 or whatever, like a pledging thing. And then we hand the money to Options BC end of November, something like that. I don't know. Help me.
yeah. Well, it's just a matter of logistics. Like, I'm game to come and like bring my bench and some lighter weights, but it's when, it's where, it's timing.
I know.
And, yeah. So it's not that we're not supportive of it. It's that we just need the information.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's right. It's in here right now.
Okay.
Here, see, if you look
Yeah.
inside,
I'm looking really
there.
close. Yeah.
Can you
I'm gonna check
see?
it out.
Just move the wax out of the way, and then you can see right in there. Yeah, excuse me. Let's just pull that out and set that up and light it on a candlestick.
Right? We're totally gonna do that. Of course. Oh, it sounds great.
Actually, even better. I don't know how it would work. Well, let's start with this first. But come the spring, we could start promoting there about Zumba in the spring or something like that, or do another spin-a-thon in the spring and then start promoting Zumba in the parks or whatever. Okay. Big ideas.
Are you pimping me out, Margot?
Yeah, I am. I'm thinking now's the time, Tamara. We got to
What's your
get you out
cut?
there.
What's your cut
Well-
of nothing?
Well, you've seen my dance skills in the living room that I learned after a session with you.
Those are mad dance skills. They were amazing. You made my day.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, that
Holy
was funny.
moly.
Anyway, sorry. Okay, I'm taking over the conversation.
No,
Everybody
it's
talk now.
good. It's good because it gives people ideas for local events. So don't,
Mhm.
right? We need to connect with people locally for sure.
Well, actually, whoever does have a spin bike, Ashley, you have a spin bike, you could do your own inside your home, or put it upstairs, or put it somewhere in your home that's not, you don't want a bunch of strangers coming through or whatever, but you could maybe have an open house spin-a-thon, open house spin-a-thon, and people can come in and ride your bike for 20 minutes or half an hour, and I don't know, you want people to try it. Yeah, well, friends, maybe not strangers on the
Hey,
street.
Ashley's
you,
got the
come
open
here.
house sign out on the street.
Yeah.
On
Hey,
the
you,
corner.
the guy who's going through the garbage out there, come on in. I just want to
Come
show
on
you
in.
something.
Sit there, just sit
I was
there
looking
and
for a
start
bike for
pedaling.
my cans. Will this one work? No.
Oh, just give it some thought.
No, it's good. But she could totally have like friends over to try it. I've had friends try my bike. They love it. And then they say, I don't know where I'm going to put it in my house. Make some room. Mine's in
I
my
get that
living
all the
room.
time.
So.
You can have a very awkward layout of your master bedroom like me. It's just a random bike in the corner.
Right? You just got to make it work. If you want it that bad, you're going to make it work. And Dressa looks at that bike and thinks, Jared, here I come. Right? He's so cute.
I try other ones and just every time I'm disappointed. I love Jared, and I even messaged him because we're gonna be in LA the weekend of my birthday, and he has like these rides that he does on the beach, and I'm like, I tried looking on their website to see if he's gonna leave it on, please, if he's gonna be the one teaching that weekend, and I was like, I'm gonna be there in LA on my birthday. Are you gonna be teaching? Are you gonna be doing the participating in class? Like, I didn't get to meet you at Summit. I want to meet you. And he's like, yeah, for sure. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I want to hug this boy.
That's so cute.
Man, not boy.
Yeah, that's so cute.
She just wants to steal my thunder with Joel, I think. She wants that picture with his.
I would definitely pull a Margot with Jared.
Yeah.
Look at Margot.
I
little-
would definitely pull a Margot. Oh my gosh. Like,
Pointing at the-
You still haven't posted that picture, have you?
Not yet. I don't know what to say. I will. But yeah, I had a good idea, but it was at 2:00 in the morning and I was sleeping, and I thought, no, that's, and I woke up and I forgot what I thought. But
Ashley's like, write it down.
I know. I need to do that, but I know.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
2:00 in the morning, thinking
All the
about
universe.
Joel's bum,
That's where your head was?
Do you know, remember Andressa? Sorry, I'm taking us off the path here again, but it was Andressa and Allie were behind me, and I was saying to them, okay, remember me saying this? Maybe you do. And I was saying, okay, girls, we're going to meet Joel now. Don't be crazy and silly. We want to just be calm and just, hi, because, they get egos and all that stuff. And of course, I turn around, he's looking at me and I said, I love Lift 4. It's like my favorite one. I'm so looking forward to Lift 4. I can't. And he's like, yeah, okay, lady, let's do a photo here. Give me your phone. And he does the photo. And Andressa and Allie are like, what the hell? How's that calm? That wasn't calm.
That wasn't calm, Martha.
It wasn't calm. But they were very calm. So I'm glad that.
It's so funny. I did the opposite thing because I'm like, why didn't I say something? Because I just saw him and I went, picture, okay, bang, thank you, bye. And I didn't
Did I tell
That's what I did too.
I wish I would have said,
did-
buddy. Like I've done this for like 5 times. Or when I didn't even. I just said, hey, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? Good. Bang. Bye.
I didn't even say hi to him. I just went up, smiled, picture, bye. Like, I did not even say a word. Like, I felt so bad after geez, I'm just like using this man for
I thought maybe I should have said a little something like, thanks.
No, I think Andressa and Allie saw what I did and thought, I'm not going to do that. She looked like an idiot.
Well, if
Sorry,
it's any
Tamara, you-
consolation,
Oh.
I remember meeting Keith Urban for the first time, and you know the words that came out of my mouth. I asked him what cologne he wore, and he told me, and the first thing I said was, "That's hot." And I'm like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. And he just like was laughing. I'm like, I'm done. You're beautiful. I'm done. Bye. Like,
That's hot. Yeah, we all have our moments of what do we do?
Yeah.
We've just
Okay,
solidified
serious
why.
question now.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question now?
Yeah, of course.
I've been thinking for a while that I want to have like a basic welcome, like here's what you need to do to send to the people who sign up. I feel like I'm afraid of people saying yes. You know how they always say, oh, you're probably afraid of people saying yes. And like I am, because then I don't know the next steps, you know? Do we have that somewhere in, you know, that you guys use or from the Empower Squad, that like something that it's already like pre-made, like this is what you need to do kind of thing?
I have like a basic checklist that I've been working on that I could send you, but I feel like that with this, you have to figure out if you just want it to be an email or if you want it to be like a PDF that you send them.
I was thinking like a PDF, have like a little cuter thing, just send it to them. Just, you know, like sign up this, and like, I know I could ask them, I don't know, just
Hey, I do
for
have
that
like
to help them figure out like the portion fix or the to be mindset, or you know, like just something more, yeah, like something that'll like help me seem more professional, you know, not just some loon like do this with me. I don't know.
yeah, I have a checklist, so let me find it and I can share it with you after. Okay.
Okay, I have my friend's husband who's really overweight, and I'm like so excited for him. I'm like, I want to tell him that he can win $100,000 next year. And he was excited to start this month of September, but he, you know, traveled or whatever, and he didn't want to worry about that. And so today he came up to me and he was like, so when are we gonna do this? Let's do it. And I'm like, yes, let's freaking do it. Next week, like October 3rd, we start. You know, but you already have to like start watching the video so you can know. He doesn't want to focus on the exercise right now. He just wants to focus on nutrition. I'm like, that's fine, because people lose weight just in nutrition anyway. And so, yeah, I just want to know like exactly, you know, how to help him better.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I will send you my checklist as soon as I find it. Okay. And I think that's awesome that he's only starting with that. I have lots of people that just start with the fitness and then work the nutrition in, because they're like, just want to get moving.
Whichever way it works. Right?
So just do the one thing.
My husband's actually doing Lift More, which is quite incredible because he doesn't really work out ever. He did Lift 4 2 years ago, probably like when it first came out or whatever. And you know, he's funny because he complains about Joel's voice, and he, you know, complains or whatever about this and that. He's a bit of a jerk when, you know, it's like, get out of here, leave me alone or whatever. But after like, I don't know, 3 or 4 workouts, he's already feeling the benefits. Like he's already feeling stronger. And, you know, so it's like, whine all you like. You're still, you know, like it works, right? He's not doing everything exactly the way that it's laid out. Like he stopped a little early the other day. He's not on using the bench for maybe everything, but that's the beauty of it. So like Andressa, for this gentleman, when he does start exercising, he's not going to be able to do it the way that they do it. And that's okay. You're not supposed to. I think that's something that we have to remind ourselves, even me too, at 54, like I'm keeping up pretty damn good, but sometimes I can't. And freaking man, that's okay. right? So wherever you are in that journey, he may feel like, oh my God, like I can't keep up with this, but it doesn't matter. Just do what you can do. And that's what I said to my husband too. If you don't want to use the bench for some of the things, don't get on the floor then. If you don't feel, stable enough. Like he was talking about the hip thrusts where your back's on the bench. You know what I'm talking about, Tamara? Like when you're on the stay, when you're leaning on the bench, but your bum is going up and down.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm not doing that on the bench. Why not? And I'm like, fine, don't. Right. And that's just adapt and change it the way that you need to change it. And anyways, I'm just stoked that he's actually doing it. He's not exactly doing 5 days a week every week, but whatever, poke at it, right? Just
Yeah,
keep poking at it.
exactly. I
Yeah.
don't think it needs to be 5 days every week for some people.
No.
Right?
No. And I mean, I like to start on a Monday and I like to be on the day and I like to, that's me. That I'm kind of wired that way. I love to follow the program and I hate it when I miss, right? I love having my weekends off and I love lift 4 and lift more for that it's during the week, right? And he's already, like I said, feeling stronger. Like he used to have some pretty good pipes on him and now he wants bigger arms than my son, Austin, right? Who's been hitting the gym pretty hard for the last couple of years. So there's a little competition going on there, which I think
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's super fun.
You know what I find with lift more and lift 4, you don't really need to, once you even do week 1, so far that I've seen, week 2 and week 3 are sort of a copy of week 1 and 2 for the most part. Sometimes the core changes or whatever, maybe the cardio, but he could turn on his favorite music, put it in his ears.
Oh, that's what I do.
And that's what I did for him last
it.
time. Yeah, because he's doing it from
so
his
he doesn't
phone.
have to
I'm
listen.
like, I have a 50-inch TV here. Why in the hell are you looking at your phone? Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm fine with that. And it's super low and he's got no music. And I'm like, oh my God, let me just put it on the TV with a little music because he does need to hear Joel. Because he did say, as much as I hate his little squeaky voice, I think he's a little jealous. Anyway, I have a really nice picture of the two of us, So I said, well, leave the music just low so you can still hear Joel, but at least you have something going on behind. That music helps me so much push through that, when, especially at the end, when you just don't feel like you have anything left, something comes on and you're just like, yes, okay, I can do this. And him too, saying, you can do this, you got this, I'm with you. All of those little things, they really do work, right?
Yeah.
Even when you've been at it a long time, they say it at the right time. So yeah, I think little by little, he's going to enjoy it more. I don't think there's enjoyment there quite yet.
Just wait till week 5 is all I have to say.
Yeah. Well,
The
so for me
burnout
now,
for
like
week 5?
I've done the 3 weeks before. So now I've redone the first 3 weeks. So now tomorrow it's new to me. So week 4 and on, I haven't done. So here we go.
Week 5 burnout, the leg burnout, like I could not walk.
Oh my God.
I could not walk.
Yeah.
It was
Awesome.
not the hit, the burnout. Use your gray loops.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It was intense. Yeah. All right, ladies. Well, anyone else have anything they want to? Oh, I need to take a picture. It's not on.
Speaking of music and bikes, oh, sorry. Does anyone know if it's possible to take the same class that you like, the spin class, with the original playlist? Like, let's say I loved this day, but when I go back, I want to do the class again, it's a completely different thing. Is there a way to?
It's one time, one play only.
Oh,
And it's
no way.
It's copyright issues.
Oh,
That's why.
because I
So
think the
every
same
time,
thing. I'm
that's
like,
what I'll
oh,
say,
I
like,
love that.
First play, and then after the first play, you don't get that music again.
I hate
Oh.
that. I hate so
So I guess I
much.
have to like
Oh my
write it
God.
down every time it's there. Or, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know.
So can they then, though, so if it was a Bon Jovi song or something in Jennifer Jacobs on Tuesday, September 16th, and then that same song was played on October the 15th by somebody else, is that allowed? Like, could the same song be played like a month later? Do you know? Or does it?
Oh, it'll just be a different playlist. I'm not saying that the same song won't show up again, but you're just not going to get the same playlist
Oh, okay.
with
okay.
the ride.
So far, I love Jennifer Jacobs' music playlists that I've seen, have been part of her rock and roll ones, like the real rock. Like she does AC/DC, Aerosmith, Foo Fighters. Like it's just all this really good music. But yeah, I couldn't find it again when I went back because I thought I'm going to do that ride again, and then it was totally different music, so it was weird.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think
makes
there's
me
something
so
it's
sad.
something to do with Feed FM and their copyright stuff. At least we get the music in Canada now. Because before we didn't even get the music. It would say 80s ride and it would be like some random music on there. So yeah. We good for like picture? Very nice, lady. Does anyone have anything else they want to go over before we sign off to do?
I just kind of want to say one thing that I noticed 2 weeks ago. I've been going to my chiropractor for like 2 years, and she's like amazing. I love her. And I'd been having issues with my lower back. And she was telling me, well, these are some things that you could do to work on it, which made me switch to doing 6-4-5. And I've been noticing a lot more better with my hips and my pelvic floor muscles and everything. And I went to go get an adjustment last week. And when we went to crack my lower back, she goes, oh my gosh, I have not seen movement like that since like day one when we started, you know, and like that went so good. She goes, what is that program you're doing again? And I go, well, I'm doing 6-4-5. And she goes, oh my gosh, I'm doing 4 weeks for everybody. And I had no idea like she was even on like the Beachbody platform doing any of that stuff, but she knew I was in like health and fitness and stuff and coaching. And she's like, you have totally convinced me that I need to do 6-4-5 and I'm a chiropractor. And if I'm not taking my own advice, I'm telling you, and I'm seeing this progress, like I just need to do it. The only thing that's stopping me is the 45 minutes, but I know it's intentional stretching and all this stuff. And it's just, it was just really eye-opening that like, you're always in like an inspiration to like anybody to like want to get moving or to change their, you know, their narrative, and that you never know who's doing it with you, you know, until you start talking about it and then you have that same commonality. And it was just really cool because now we have something more to talk about than just my bones cracking, you know. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mobility workouts are like out of this league.
Yeah. So Ashley, is she a coach or a customer?
She's a customer. She's a customer.
Does she know her coach?
I have no idea. I really didn't go into
That'll be your
specifics.
next conversation.
Yeah, because that would be one that
I
I
know.
would ask right away.
I'm keeping it.
would be.
I keep it in the back of my mind, and you know, slowly
Well,
kind of ask these questions.
Because you can say, oh, are you a coach or customer? She says she's a customer. Oh, okay. How did you learn about it? Do you have a coach that you're working with? You know, oh no, I just saw it on an infomercial and ordered it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a coach, and maybe we could work together. Maybe you could be.
Yeah, and
it doesn't. You could just join,
right?
And I have a great community, of support, and we've got doctors and police officers and everybody on our team as well, and nurses.
We need a
yeah, and would be awesome to have you join us and give us some tips as well.
Right.
But just say those words, because they're. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of that. Yeah, exactly. So there you go. So I'm gonna shut up now.
Me too. I have to go. So have a great day, ladies.
Yeah.
Nice to see you all.
Have fun on the
Andressa,
boat.
you're so beautiful. And we'll see you next week. Those of you that Tanya, drive down here for God's sake.
Yeah. Come for the workout.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, everybody.